Hello. Hey, it is February the 25th. This is Marcella, your instructor in your RN class. And not for very long, though. You guys will be gone here pretty soon. In fact, I was just telling somebody that the program's going to be on Canvas, will be closed on Tuesday. So please get everything in, because I've got to have your transcripts and everything done by then. So on Monday, I'll be doing any last minute anything and finishing y'all up. I'm just so happy for you. And y'all did so good. Here we've got two people that have voiced that they're trying to recruit the student, the preceptor. So, we are just, you guys just did I'm just so proud of you, just so proud. I did agree to stay just for like a month or so until they get a new instructor, but just as the once a week clinical person. So that's great. I said I'd agree to that. And Cindy's going to take care of the classroom until they do find somebody. So hopefully they will find somebody pretty soon. And I'm trying to get everything arranged so that they could just walk right in. It'll be a plug and play. So that's wonderful. All right. So please be able to get everything in as soon as you can. I noticed week 2 is hardly anything's done. And I was trying to get a lot of work done today, and I wasn't able to because you guys are, you just haven't gotten to it because you're so busy. I understand. But we have to get this done. And not only do you have to get it done, but then I have to get my half done, and in the midst of everything else that I'm doing. So please get in there. Those 12 assignments of, what is that called again? If it was in front of me, I could say it. But anyway, Swift Rivers. I kept trying to say rivers, but Swift River. So those don't take very long. So just get in there and get them done and get all that other stuff. It's just piddly stuff. Won't take you very long. And then you can, you can't lose it on the last course. So I know you're having a lot of fun too. Everybody's saying how nice it is to have a preceptor. And it is. You've got somebody who's paying attention to you. They're one-to-one. It's not just a random mentor, which some of them have been pretty good. But so it is kind of nice, a nice taste as you guys leave, as you leave. And on Tuesday, is graduation. So please try to be here by 2:00, because you guys are going to be the ones who decorate and do things like that. Get everything, arranged. So you need to be down there to all help. If everybody helps, then there's, hardly anything for anybody to do, which is great. Then 2:00, Natalie will be taking pictures. So that's wonderful. And then at 4:00, you guys all come in and with your candle and sit down on the chairs and everything starts. And they have allowed me to give you all 5 minutes. So there we go. That'll be good. There's going to be a lot of big wigs from the district and everything that's going to be coming in to watch. And that's because this is the very first RN course at ITAC. And all the amazing things they plan to do with the whole, with having that. And, you guys are like the leaders, the ones who were in the first class. It's quite an honor. I mean, it really is. So a few people are going to be talking about that, and hopefully they don't get too lengthy. But anyway, all right. So I've kind of straightened out some of the assignments. There was confusion on the 2 head-to-toe assessments that you do every clinical day. And, the instructions I've gotten from Marianne is just have you guys put it into the EHRs, the electronic health records, and just make sure your preceptor's sitting right there or close by. And then she reads it over, okays it, because it's going to be on her EHR. So she has to look over to prove it and then sign it off there, click her name. Now, if for chance that, and we didn't get this figured out till now, the second week, so we're kind of late on the backside. I didn't really realize there was any problems until I noticed nobody was doing their work. Nobody was doing their assignment. And I thought, well, that's odd. And then the first person who actually turned in the assignment, I asked them, I said, well, what's going on? And that was kind of part of it. People didn't quite understand. And so I tried to make it a little bit more understandable. And that includes this, to explain. So let's say the preceptor says, no, I don't want to sign my name to something you wrote. Of course, you sit there watching and helping, but I don't get that. But anyway, let's say she says no. Then just go ahead, go back to the old way, write your bedside note, your head-to-toe assessment on a piece of paper. And when you make copies of the when you make copies of the CTR page, for that day 3, say, put the appropriate page that you've put in your self-eval, kind of thing, and the bedside notes, just like you always do. So that ought to cover it. Make sure you get your signatures. And you really need to be doing those assignments for the clinical days every day, because it's going to be hard for you to remember, well, let me see, 5 clinical days ago, I did this or that. So it really is no help then. You're just writing and stuff. Whereas if you did it every day, you could see yourself grow a little bit. All right. Don't forget your 3-way talk with you, me, and the preceptor. Only takes 5 minutes. It's just a breeze. I'm just asking any questions, whatever. And not only is it good that you practice how to use Google Meet, which is a very easy tool to use, but you need to be present. The preceptor needs to be present so that everything said is on the up and up and, good. Anyway, let me see. What do I got here? I already talked to you about that. Yeah, the program is so close to closing. I just don't have time to cram in everything, grading and putting that'll take a day to get everything together. Just once, if everybody floods in all their assignments all at once. I don't want to be working on the weekend because I don't get paid on the weekend. I'm not on salary, I'm on hourly wage. So the sooner you can get things done and signed in and send them to me, the better. So make sure that you're scheduled with your preceptor to have your last talk with me. Make sure I know about it, because I know there is a few people that have not signed up. And to me, that's scary, because you get a big fat F on those. That's a very important thing for you to do, is to have that 3-way talk between the preceptor, your instructor, and yourself. So that's very important. So don't think that it isn't and then not do it. But yeah, there's still several people that have not signed up, and this isn't a joke or funny or anything. You need to get it. It's part of your work. It's part of your class course. All right. Make sure you get all the signatures from your preceptor and yourself. All right. And that's about it. I just want to remind everybody, once you graduate on Tuesday, keep the MAST text open so that we can keep in contact. I can update you on things that are going on, and you can update me. We all need to, see Stephanie have her baby. Well, we don't want to watch it. We just want to see her and her new baby. We all want to see that, and if you keep that MAST text open, we can always, contact each other and update. So, okay. So that's about it. It's so important to get those in. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm working so much on the other project that I'm kind of forgetting what it is that I need to talk to you guys about. No, I'm not forgetting you. All right, you guys, you have a good weekend or a good week, rest of the week. Get all your preceptor stuff done. It's really important. And get all your assignments. Don't leave anything, because I'm telling you, it closes on Tuesday. It is all done. You can't go back in and say, but I want to put in what I forgot, whatever. You just got to get all your work done so that your grades are good, so you don't bring yourself down. The very last course here, you bring yourself down, it would be kind of bad. All right, because Just so proud of you. I'd hate to see that happen. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Give me a call. Let me know when you're going to meet. Remember, it's only 5 or 10 minutes. Not that big of a deal. All right, bye-bye.